Hello, thank you for viewing this resume video. I am Lorna Estep, Director of Resource Integration, Deputy Chief of Staff for Logistics, Engineering, and Force Protection at Headquarters U.S. Air Force, and the Functional Manager for Logistics.
And I am Ed Oshiba, Deputy Director of Civil Engineers, Deputy Chief of Staff for Logistics, Engineering, and Force Protection at Headquarters U.S. Air Force, and the Functional Manager for Civil Engineering.
In this increasingly competitive job market, an effective resume is crucial to success. The Logistics Career Field Team and the Civil Engineering Career Field Team have developed this video to assist you in preparing a complete, relevant, and engaging resume that can be used when applying for DoD Air Force civilian positions and may be appropriate to positions beyond the Air Force scope.
Following is a discussion between Ms. Lisa Smith, Deputy Director of Logistics, Deputy Chief of Staff of Logistics, Engineering, and Force Protection, Headquarters Air Force, and Ms. Carol Gaudet, Civil Engineer, Career Field Manager, and 3 current civil servant employees. Ms. Emily Miller is a career civilian. Mr. Gary Hubbard has prior military experience, and Ms. Stephanie Frizzo has substantial private industry experience.
Again, thanks for taking the time to continue your personal development and career growth. We hope that the following discussion assists you in your future career aspirations. If you find this information useful, we encourage you to share this message with your leadership, your employees, your mentors, your mentees, and any coworkers who may be interested.
Welcome everyone to our resume mentoring session. As Mrs. Estep said, an effective resume is crucial to success in applying for and obtaining new career opportunities. What questions do you have for us?
Hi, I'm Emily Miller. Ms. Smith and Ms. Gaudet, is there a required format or template for my federal resume?
Emily, there is not a required template for your resume in general. USAJobs.gov has an optional template available for use, but as long as all necessary information is included, a personally formatted resume is acceptable. Some specialized programs like Career Broadening Opportunities or Civilian Development Education, or CDE for short, require a specific template for resumes. Be sure to read the program or job announcement in their entirety for any special requirements.
Hi, my name is Gary Hubbard. Can you describe what information is required on a resume?
Gary, as a general resume rule, contact information, job experience, education, and specialized training must be included on your resume. Per the USA Jobs template, include the organization, address, job title, grade and series, and start and end of each position listed. Month and year and hours worked per week are specifically required for job history. The hours per week are required to determine if it was a full-time or a part-time position, so writing 40+ hours for a full-time position is acceptable.
Stephanie Frizzo here. Is there other information that should be included on my resume but is not specifically required?
Stephanie, there are a few key pieces of information you can include on your resume to help you stand out from the crowd. If you hold a security clearance, list it, including post-secondary and professional military education, known as PME, whether completed or in progress, is also beneficial. When listing education in progress or PME, make sure to include your estimated completion date. Also include any licenses, certifications, and special awards on your resume. Certifications should only be listed at the highest level. For example, Lifecycle Logistics, LCL, Level 2, rather than LCL Level 1 and 2.
Ms. Smith is right. This information can make a difference as your resume is reviewed. For civil engineering, your professional certifications, such as firefighter certification, are extremely important to highlight. Education, PME, and certifications should be in a separate section so they are easily referenced by all that review your resume in the hiring process. In addition, if you have not received any awards, you may consider adding a list of results-focused accomplishments you've achieved during your career.
Thank you, Carol. It is also valuable to highlight any special opportunities you have been selected for, including career broadening opportunities and civilian developmental education selections. One last step is to include 3 professional references. These references should be willing and able to provide an assessment of your skills in relation to the job for which you have applied.
Referencing job experience again, is there a time limit on what experience I should include? For example, is 10 years too far back? Should I go back farther?
Appropriately describing your job experience demonstrates how what you have done in the past makes you an excellent candidate for each new position. If you have key experience relative to the specific position that occurred 10 or more years ago, please include it. Be sure to highlight leadership, results, and scope. Your experience should be stated in reverse chronological order, and as your career progresses, previous positions should have fewer details than more currently held positions.
As I'm describing relevant, key job experiences, how can I best discuss my accomplishments?
In the Logistics Career Field Team interviewing technique video, available on YouTube, MealTube, and linked on MyPERS, I provided some interview tips including the concept of CCAR: challenge, context, action, and results. It is applicable for both interview preparation and constructing an effective resume. The challenge describes a specific problem you faced or goal for accomplishment. Context includes who you worked with and the environment in which the challenge presented itself. Think of it as supporting details that explains the significance of the challenge. Action describes the specific action you took to work through the challenges. Even if it was a group or team effort, there are actions you personally took. And finally, results explains the outcome and what impact the outcome had on the organization. If the impact can be quantified, please include that measure.
While I am developing impact-oriented experiences, should I use a narrative or a bullet statement format?
Either format is acceptable as long as they are results and impact-oriented. Bullet statements more easily employ the CCAR concept I explained earlier. Regardless of the format, job experience should not be a copy of the position description or a simple job outline. While you can use a position description or job announcement to tailor your resume, do not just copy and paste. The focus of job experience should be on what you did and the results of your actions, described in a brief but impactful and hard-hitting way.
I have gained valuable experience through volunteer activities and community involvement. Can I include that in my resume?
If you feel that the experience gained in a volunteer capacity strongly demonstrates your ability to perform the job successfully, by all means include your experience on your resume. The key to using experience like this is relevance. For example, if you have demonstrated leadership experience in a volunteer capacity, but have not yet supervised or led in your previous positions, it would be important to include the volunteer experience on your resume.
Now that I have guidance on an effective resume, can I use my standard resume on every job I'm applying for?
All of your job experience up to this point may not be applicable to the job you are seeking. While thorough, resumes that list all job experience become lengthy, difficult to read, and can unfortunately remove you from consideration early in the application process. Maintaining a master resume that includes all key job history provides a pool of experiences which you can then tailor for each job application. The best resumes are specifically crafted to show how you would be the best person for the job based on your key, relevant experience. As mentioned, a position description and job announcement would be great sources to help you decide relevance. A 3 to 4 page, hard-hitting, concise resume specific to the position will provide sufficient detail and demonstrate your ability to communicate effectively.
What are some tips you would provide?
airforce.usajobs.gov or afciviliancareers.com are 2 websites that provide jobs specifically for those seeking Air Force civilian employment and other helpful tools. It is crucial to read the job announcement completely to note the specific requirements for the position. Ensure that you understand what it takes to qualify for the specific job and clearly articulate that you meet the Office of Personnel Management or OPM standards found in the announcement. Translating private industry experience into Air Force verbiage can also be valuable. This is not a requirement, but it could improve your standings for the applicable position. It is important that your resume, especially the experience section, exemplify why you are a prime candidate for the position who meets the key requirements, duties, and specialized experience as reflected through the knowledge, skills, and abilities, KSAs, of the position.
What resources are available to assist with resume preparation for military members who would like to continue serving as a civilian employee?
As a military member, your Airman and Family Readiness Center can assist you as you transition from military to civilian life. While they will not write a resume for you, they are available by appointment to provide coaching and improve your job search. If you need assistance translating your job history from technical duties, also known as Air Force Specialty Codes or AFSCs, to broader view your experience, ONET Online is an excellent source. It is important to include your military AFSC and rank on your resume as you apply for civilian opportunities to serve.
As a prior military member myself, should I include that information on my resume, or should I put that experience in civilian terms or equivalency?
Speaking for Air Force positions, we want to see your military experience. We will be looking for your rank and accomplishments. It is not recommended to try to rephrase this in civilian term or try to estimate what civil service equivalency that rank would be. While you don't want to rephrase your rank and experience, you do want to tailor those accomplishments listed to the position you hope to achieve.
As a supervisor, how should I annotate such applicable information on my resume?
There are a few key points to include regarding supervisory experience. First, whether you were a first or second level supervisor. Second, the number of employees supervised. Third, the makeup of your employees. Were they all civilian, all military, or a mix of both? You may also consider including your oversight of assigned contractors. And fourth, did you supervise employees in more than one functional area? All of these details will help to outline the complexity of your supervisory experience.
As you have reviewed various resumes, are there any other suggestions you'd like to share?
Your resume is your calling card. It is the first look hiring managers have into who you are and what you can do for their organization. That being said, ensure your resume is easy to read, does not include any fancy font, and shows your experience clearly and concisely. Follow the instructions in the job announcement and don't include photographs. Remember, this is your resume, not your biography. Finding a happy medium between individuality and providing the necessary, valuable, and understandable information can help you get the job you want.
Thank you so much for your time and counsel, Ms. Smith and Ms. Gaudette.
We hope that this discussion has provided useful guidance and tools to assist you in creating an effective resume and wish you success in your future endeavors. One final piece of important advice is to do your job and to do it well. This will allow you to show your accomplishments on your resume. Your career field teams are also available to you for your assistance and feedback.
In conclusion, I just want to reiterate that taking the time to create a relevant, impactful resume can make you stand out from many other applicants. Preparing your resume for each position based on the requirements within the job announcement and your valuable experience show hiring officials how you can be a meaningful asset to their organization. We hope you are able to use this video and the related resources provided to find success in your career goals. Have a great Air Force Day.